All right, here we are, hole number 9, guys. So what I'll typically do, hmm, so what I typically do is try to bounce off this island. One of the biggest tricks that you'll see that you'll want, if you can avoid the hook slice, it's ideal. So if you can go perfect ball off the island, that's more or less what you'll typically want to do. What that'll allow you to do is not have to worry about inconsistencies on the wind angle causing you. It's a lot safer shot than a hook slice. Do keep in mind, it's going to be one of those things that, you can try to practice that hook slice as well. You just don't want it to fail you at the wrong time, especially towards the weekend round. If you get a slightly different angle or your release point is a little bit off, it's going to be a more risky shot. Whereas if I can just go perfect ball, for instance, it's going to be much safer. So I'm thinking, definitely dialing down the topspin. What you'll see, if you go perfect ball, it's not going to cut nearly as hard, which is going to bring kind of this long and rough into play. So what you'll see that I'm going to try to do is maybe land right around here. So let's see if I can't get this. 5, 10, 15 rings, somewhere in there. So this may not actually even land far enough. So that's another thing that I need to worry about. So we need to see, because it almost seems like a side wind. So sure enough, it clipped that tree, and after it hit the tree, it didn't make it over. So it's not landing high enough up on that hill, so I'm going to have to re-tee. That may not even be an option this tournament. So you may just have to lay up here with the Cataclysm, like my opponent is. So we may have to just at least take a look at that as a possibility, and I may have to just do that. Another thing you may be able to do to get just a little bit more length is go wind 5. So if you can get, not wind 5, power 5, wind resistance 0. So if you can get that option, then you can potentially get just a little bit more carry on that hook shot that I was doing. So let's take a look. I'm going to just go for the layup now. So typically what I do is land up here, just a little bit of top spin. I'm thinking somewhere around here. That's 3 on the top spin. 8-ish rings. This adjustment. Hopefully that great ball doesn't cost me. This is kind of a precision shot, and sure enough it is. So you can see I'm not going to be able to keep that in play. What was that, 2 shots for me? Third I can pitch out. So, you do got to be kind of exacting on that shot. Hopefully my opponent misses this. If he does, I'll still be able to get this guide for you. Otherwise, we're just going to have to, I have a lot of revisions in this. I was very kind of all over the place with this round. There was only a couple holes that I did really well and a lot of inconsistencies. So you can see this course is going to require, just a little bit of effort. And just the slightest of misses, you can see, with how marginally close I was, to be able to pull that off, and just having it go so wrong, just the slightest of 1 rings costs you. So keep that in mind. You're just gonna have to really focus on this one. But with this knowledge, I can take it into my next round, and hopefully start to get a little bit better. Now here you can see we got the Cataclysm on, and one of the things that I'll typically try to do is land up here and miss these trees here with full topspin. So maybe with just a little bit of curl as well. So typically I'd go maybe just a little bit shy of 10 rings. So I can kind of see it through the tree. Hopefully you can too. I'm probably at about 9.5. You can see just I'm kind of in line with that outer edge, and that's probably 9.5 rings. You'll see I'm going to use just a little bit of curl. And more so than anything, we're just trying to scoot it up here. Oh, it actually scooted onto the green. So that's one thing that you'd probably want to avoid have happening. You're just trying to get it out on that fairway for a pitch. So, you know, things like the Rapier or the Endbringer 7 are going to be kind of a premium. So you can just kind of full top spin that up down towards the green. You'll be able to make that every time. Rolling it onto the front, I may or may not have been able to get to the hole. So do keep that in mind. If you have to go sniper, you can still get that out to the fairway. The Cataclysm just makes it a little bit more guarantee. So keep that in mind. Good luck with your round, and I'll see you guys on the revisions.